I lived at home with my parents all this time because I couldn't afford not to. I literally, they were giving me free board and free rent, and because all my friends were going into flats, they were just leaving home, but then I just realised that leaving home was going to become really expensive. I'd have to buy a car, I'd have to pay a landlord rent. It was like, how am I going to buy a camera if I've got all these outgoings? So I stayed at home with mum and dad, who didn't charge me anything to stay at home, and was able to save this money. Got my 16mm camera eventually after a couple of years, and at that point I started working on a film, but that started out as a short movie. Because I wanted to try the camera out. It was a Bolex camera, 16mm spring wound camera, but quite complicated, more sophisticated than what I'd ever done. I had to set my own exposures with a light meter, and I had to learn how to do that because all the Super 8 cameras would just auto point and shoot things. So I suddenly had to figure things out, and I didn't want to waste any money at all, because I realized with 16mm that 3 minutes of film was basically $100. By the time you've bought the roll of negative, you then have to process the negative, and then you have to get a print made off the negative. By the time you'd gone through that, back in those days, it was $100 to get this 3 minutes done. So this was serious now.